Okay, so today, with the release of AYATO's banner, I decided we are going to be trying him out in the 4.2 Abyss with FURINA in his new best team. Some people call it AYATO Hyper Carry, some people call it AYATO Mono Hydro. I say it's just this fun team, so let's try it out. We do have our AYATO built on 4-piece managed to say. We have him basically at 100 crit rate and 217 crit damage, so that all his hits crit. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into our Spiral Abyss teams. I was just trying some stuff out in the Abyss, so let's end that. And for the first half, we are going to be doing the AYATO team because it has a lot of pyro in it. Unfortunately, it's not very single target based. I feel like this team might end up being better in single target, but we'll just have to wait and see. And on the second half, we'll be doing an AYATO Mono Hydro team just to deal with the annoying triangle assignment, as some would call him. I know we have Dendro in this half, but who cares? And then Numa should be able to disable this boss, and we should also just be able to tank it. So let's get right into it. Starting off, we get a... let's see what buffs we get. A HP buff. Okay, that's nice. Obviously useful for our Yelan and our FURINA. A bit useful for AYATO, kinda. More useful if you have him at C1, I believe. But... oh well, who cares? Let us get started. Alright, so we just have to hope we don't push these guys away. I actually don't know whether I should do Yelan first or FURINA's rotation first. I think what I will do is I'll use Yelan's thing first, so that when by the time we're on AYATO we have like maxed out her damage buff. Also, can I just say, Jean's skill can be very annoying if it knocks enemies too far away. Okay, I think we just got max FURINA stacks. Although that's gone now, so it's fine. We should be able to heal up on Jean, so that we get max stacks here. Well, not max stacks, but at least this should contribute to it. And when we look at the damage we're doing in between, I believe it's 12 and 14k on AYATO. Obviously, Yelan and FURINA are also hitting for big damage, which is the really nice thing about this team. You have just so many people hitting for big damage. That could have gone a little bit better. We don't have energy on Yelan right now, so we're gonna actually start off with FURINA this time. And honestly, we can just ignore Yelan for now, I think. Hopefully we don't get killed on anyone. And okay, these guys kind of grouped up. As I mentioned earlier, grouping would have been nice on this team. I think you can get that if you play Kokomi instead of like Yelan and then Kaza instead of Jean. I don't know how that affects the damage output. No clue. I'm sure someone's more qualified to do that. I think if you're going to do that, you might as well just go Kokomi instead of AYATO. But hey, that's a whole different team, and that's not what this video is about. So we've basically killed this in 90 seconds. The rotations could have been better. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take a bit more time here so I can make sure we have full energy. I probably could have done a better clear. What I am thinking of doing actually is a video where it's just a silent clear with this AYATO team and the Neuvillette team, just so that you guys can see how the teams work out when you play them optimally, or if you just want to know how I play my Neuvillette, or it's just, you know, good content in the meantime. So yeah, we did a pretty good job on the first half. It could have been a bit better, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys on the next chamber. Okay, and we are back, and we get another HP buff, which, hey, we're just getting more and more damage for our Yelan and our FURINA. So hey, I'm not going to complain. Also, this does help us survive, which is always nice in a FURINA team, because that can sometimes be a bit of a struggle. Now, when it comes to this chamber, this is typically a pretty easy chamber. If I mess this up, this honestly might just be skill issue. But oh well, let's just go with our rotation again. And again, since our team's HP is pretty low right now, we should actually get quite a lot of stacks for our FURINA buff. Once again, we're hitting between, looks around 14 to 16k on AYATO, 11k's on Yelan, at least from what I'm able to tell. Was that 54k on the skill? I don't think so. That was probably 5.4k, I'm guessing. And once again, get all our buffs up. And yeah, so we start off doing around 12k. That goes up to about 13k. Honestly, we're hitting up to 18k, which is actually quite decent for our AYATO. And we cleared that incredibly easily as well. Wow. It's just these guys left. We can honestly take a bit more time, make sure we have all our energy. This guy's probably going to spin, and it's going to hurt us a bit. Never mind. Oh my, wait, how much interruption resistance does AYATO have? Wait, what? He has so much interruption resistance during his skill, I didn't even realize. This is why I think AYATO is actually a really underrated character. You guys, if you guys have FURINA and you have AYATO, I definitely would recommend playing them together. This team is so fun. If it's a single target scenario, this team's even better. So, you know, if you want a good team, play AYATO and FURINA together. Once again, that was an incredibly easy clear. We have all our energy up, and I will see you guys on Chamber 3. My least favorite chamber. Okay, and we are back with Chamber 3. Unfortunately, we don't get a useful buff this time. I mean, EM's not bad. I guess we'll do a bit more damage when the Lectors have their shields up. I don't know if that actually affects how much shield we break, but oh well. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna need to group these guys up a bit. Okay, they've done a decent job there. I just need this guy not to go flying away. Okay, nice. They're all grouped up now, except from the big guys are gonna jump away. So I think we should just focus down. Oh, never mind. They came right to us. Just gonna make sure I dodge these attacks so they don't kill us, because they do a lot of damage, as you can tell. We do have max stacks on our FURINA buff, but unfortunately we ran out of AYATO skills, so let's just do our rotation again. Ow, that hurt. I don't want to die, because trust me, this chamber annoys the hell out of me. Although I will say I'm kind of scared we won't be able to kill them at the same... Oh god, where's the other guy? Okay, we actually got it. Oh my god. That's clutch. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stand at the edge and get these guys to group up a bit together so we can take them out at the same time. And, okay, there you have it. That's good enough. Hopefully we have energy on our FURINA as well. Now the question is, do we have energy on Jean? No, we don't. We're missing just a bit. Okay, skill there. Okay, sack procs, which means that we can get all our energy back and we can actually... Okay, we have a slight problem in that we're only hitting the guy in the front right now. It's fine. We should still be able to clear this. It might not be in exactly 90 seconds, but it's going to be pretty quick because we have a lot of Hydro. And that's why Hydro is really good for this Abyss. After all, that's why I put AYATO in the first half, because there's just so much Hydro here. And all our free Hydro characters can just cut all of them down. Like, this guy's shield is already very nearly gone. And this guy's shield won't last much longer. I mean, it's already kind of close to half, and he hasn't even spawned in his little thing yet, which we can break. Okay, it spawned right under us. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh well, who cares? And that's us done with the chamber. And that's us basically done with the AYATO side. So, whilst I normally would cut this out, what I'm going to use this section to do instead is I'm just going to give you my thoughts and opinions on the AYATO team. So, as I mentioned, in my opinion, AYATO, very underrated character. And I hope more people will play him because of this new team. Because first of all, the team is very fun to play. Second of all, it's not too difficult to play. I'm sure we'll find out in the future what the proper rotation should be, but then again, at the same time, not really having a strict rotation and still being able to do well is actually something I really like about AYATO, because he's such a flexible character, which is why you can play him in so many teams, so many ways. It's great. When it comes to weaknesses of the team, as I predicted, AoE can be a bit of a struggle sometimes if you struggle to group them up, and also their damage is just better in single target, because you can just focus all of AYATO's slashes on one target, don't have to do any funny movements to make sure that they all hit. You can also all of Yelan's and FURINA's damage is probably better in single target. But honestly, there's no real weaknesses to this team. It's very strong and can easily help you face 6-star Abyss. And there we have it. Unfortunately, our Novelet didn't give us much time to speak, and can I just say I love this Novelet team because it clears so fast. But with that all being said, it's time to get into our character builds. Okay, so first off, AYATO, the man himself. As I showed off earlier in the video, 64 crit plus phase 6 from Monster Say, that's 100, and we have 217 crit damage. When it comes to our weapon, we do have him on the Black Sword, so it's not a complete free-to-play build. If you're FTP plus, you can build him like this. Otherwise, you might struggle to get him on 100% crit, but you don't need to. I did have to sacrifice some crit damage, so it's not too big of a deal breaker. I'm sure there's better swords you can use, and if you have any 5-star swords, you can use that on him. I'm sure it'd be great. Obviously, just substats here, we have attack main stat, Hydro damage on the Goblet. I'm actually not sure if attack would be better. I do have an attack piece with better substats. I know if you have Kaza in this team, it will be better to put attack percentage on him, but since we don't, I might as well just go Hydro damage bonus. I don't know, I'm sure you can do the numbers on that yourself if you think it's better. Anyway, our FURINA on R5 Evonius, we do have her on Golden Troop, 64 crit rate, 193 crit damage. Honestly, way too much ER on this team, especially considering we have her on Fav. Oh, I also forgot to mention C0 on AYATO, but 2 10-10 talents. Our talents on FURINA are 269 because I need more weekly boss drops, unfortunately. C0 on her as well. When it comes to our Yelan, 60 crit rate, 172 crit damage, and basically 200 ER. Once again, too much, especially considering we're on Fav. We have 2 Favs on that team, so a lot of energy. We obviously have them on 4 Emblem. Then our Jean we have on 223 ER, along with the fact that we have 2 Favs on that team, and we have Sack Sword if we ever mess anything up. As you saw, it came in clutch a bit in the video, and it's just nice for the ER substat. Obviously, we have her on 4-piece Viridescent to res for Hydro Shred. She is C1, but her C1 is completely useless. I literally did not use that 1-star run. And then we have her on 116 Talents. I just find that this is enough. Honestly, we can upgrade this once. I'm not too bothered farming the mats for it. Zhongli on our Novelette team, just shield bot. Nahida 937 EM on Deepwood. Cookie 855 EM. Should probably level this up, but who cares? And then a 4-piece Golden Troops. No, that's not Golden Troop. That's Gilded. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, when it comes to our... yeah, some of our pieces aren't leveled as well, so it could be bad. When it comes to our Novelette, we have him on 51 crit rate. That's basically 87 crit rate. And then we also have him on 188 crit damage with some ER, because our prototype Amber isn't R5. He is built F2P, by the way. Yeah, we had to sacrifice some pieces to make our AYATO better, just because he's supposed to be the shining star of the video. 10, 6, 7 talents, and C0. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. When it comes to the future videos coming out, as I mentioned, I will be doing a clear with no commentary of AYATO and Novelette, trying to make sure those are as perfect as possible, and trying to show off the perfect rotation. If you guys want to see that, be sure to check it out if you want to find out how to play this team. I do also have to upload how good Hu Tao is with FURINA, and how good Al Haytham is with FURINA. I'll also be doing one on how good Risley is in the 4.2 Abyss with FURINA. I did record that, but unfortunately I used them on the half where the final chamber had 70 cryo res, so I'll have to do that again. When it comes to Honkai Star Rail videos again, Hua pulls came out not too long ago. I will also be pulling on, I also forgot to mention, next video will be us pulling on AYATO's banner on the account where I don't have him, because we want to get Zhangling and Cookie Cons. Also, for our next Honkai Star Rail video after the Hua pulls, we will be putting on the Silver Wolf banner, hoping to get Hanya. But yeah, that's it for upcoming videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you subscribe and stick around for all future uploads. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!